Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss outlandish things you say when you're drunk. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Old Man Bay, Darren McRoy, and Katie Joyce.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Well, I'd like how this start off with the vulture scream from Kathy.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So we're going to be talking today. I mean, people say just crazy stuff when they're drunk sometimes. I recently had a person, unnamed, that said, no one knows who Joan Jett is but me, because I worked in the record industry. Record industry, I had no idea about the record. It turns out this individual worked in a record store for 10 years. That's not really the record industry. Maybe that counts. I don't know. But yeah, they felt like he was the only person who knew who Joan Jett was because he was an insider. And I was everyone knows who Joan Jett is. And that was a whole thing. And it's grown to this big thing now. And we're going to talk about, not about his, we're not going to break down his, that's been well documented. We're going to talk about crazy things that we've said or we've been exposed to when others have been drunk. So we'll get to that after the break. For right now, McNew said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Okay, have you guys ever had a conversation where you're looking for a certain word, but it just escapes you? You know the word you're looking for, but you cannot think of it. What is the dumbest word you've ever forgotten? And what is the dumbest way you described it? Because I've done it recently. But you guys go first.
Like I did this recently.
God damn it.
Kathy, we'll start with you. What's a word that you forgot and you just couldn't think
my
of?
God. I was trying to think about mercury in Gatorade, but it came out retrograde. It made no sense.
Everybody makes me sound like a
never mind. I wanted to say Mercury was in retrograde, but I said Mercury was in renovation.
Everyone's slowing it down, which makes it so much worse.
You've ruined it. You've ruined
it. We should talk faster. So, oh my God, like Mercury.
There you go. That's
better. But I kept saying Mercury was in Gatorade.
All right. Like, what was I thinking?
No sense.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This could be counted as harassment.
Yeah, you just gotta play her voice and then those, and then it'll be like the jury's like.
I'm gonna preface this by saying it is not harassment.
Harassment. It's not harassment. Not harassment. It's an impression.
South Park's wasn't good enough. You had to come up with your own harassment.
Legally speaking, we're allowed to do impressions. Yes, it's part of it. No. Yeah, she's a public figure. She's a public figure. We're allowed to imitate her voice. It is what it is.
She has over 1,000 shows.
1,000 shows.
For this, yeah. You can make fun of me all day if I'm getting paid.
I'm pretty sure at this point
she might have 1,000. I'm gonna keep paying my hourly rate.
1,100 shows.
Yeah, I think so. Probably at this point. Yeah. That was all the way back last August. So however many shows you did since last August 5th or something like that. Yeah. So I'm sure you're well into your 1100, 1200, somewhere in there. All right. Katie, is there a word that you escaped your mind recently?
So it happens to me almost daily that I forget random words. Normally, I just can come up with a synonym fast enough that no one else would typically notice. But in my brain, there's a certain sentence I'm wanting to make, and I hit a word. I hit, I don't know, an air pocket, I don't know what. And
it's
then
I can't get worse as you get older. That's what I have to tell you now.
And so I just go with the synonym and I completely restructure. I have restructured so many sentences to avoid a single word, either because I couldn't remember that word or I didn't know how to spell it. And so
I know what you're saying.
I'm really good at spelling, but if I come across one where I'm not confident I'm spelling it correctly and I'm in a situation where I'm like handwriting like a court order or something and I don't have spell check with me, I will completely restructure the sentence to avoid that word.
Yeah.
So I don't remember.
Restaurant. I can't spell restaurant for shit.
Nope.
She'll never have restaurant in a sentence. Never. Because she can't know.
She's like, I went to the place of dining and
I dined here at this establishment.
Yeah.
The one that sticks in my head, it wasn't a forgot the word in speech, but I was spelling stuff out and I couldn't remember how to spell of. My brain kept thinking of V. I was younger, like I was a teenager.
Oh, well, sure.
But my brain kept thinking of a V instead of an F, and I was like, of. I was like, it's a 2-letter word. How am I screwing this up? And my brain was just like in a loop.
Where spell check does not recognize of. It doesn't recognize it for some reason.
What?
No, look it up. Google it.
Hey, Old Man Bay, can you bring out the AI GBD Snapchat?
So of is not
find out what we know about of.
Yeah, of is recognized. It never stops. Spell check doesn't stop on of for me. It's like a thousand.
No, it doesn't flag it, but it also doesn't recognize it if you do it wrong. Look it up. It's the thing.
How would you do it wrong though? Like I was thinking of V, but
no, look it up.
Are you saying for like grammar, when it catches the grammar stuff, it doesn't catch? If you just drop a random of in there, it'll always let it go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah.
I think she lost her words there. In the very topic she's talking about, it happened right then and there.
I'm good.
On topic.
Oh my God.
I have one.
Oh, okay. Darren, what do you got?
So I was trying to talk to one of my friends about a certain vegetable that grows in the ground. I couldn't think about it. And so I said, the baseballs that grow in the ground. And
baseball
railed the whole night. And
Darren,
all I was trying to think of
looking
was potatoes.
This is exactly it. Yes.
Baseballs that grow on the ground, and
what
it was actually
the word you were trying to get?
Potatoes?
Potatoes. He couldn't think of the word potatoes, so he said baseballs.
Baseballs.
Like
best option. Baseballs.
I like it.
Potatoes can be tough. That's a very tough one to remember sometimes.
You know what? Everyone encounters a potato every day in their life.
Yeah.
But if you happen to forget it in your moment of forgettiveness.
Oh gosh. I think it's happening here again. This is art imitating life is what's happening right now.
Mine was very similar to Darren's, where I was like, it looks like a blimp that goes under the water. It's in the ocean. And they're like, do you mean a fucking submarine? And I was like, yup.
At least you got your people
there.
there.
Like a blimp that goes underneath the ocean.
Blimp.
Yeah, it looks like a blimp. Because, that was the thing. Where it was so simple that I could not think of the word.
Oh my God. It's like like a blimp in the ocean, but underneath.
This water.
Has one of those periscopes.
The game Poetry for Neanderthals. It makes me think of that. So you have to give clues to your teammate to guess a word, but you can only use single syllable words. Mm-hmm. So like you couldn't say marshmallow. You'd be like soft white cube to like describe a marshmallow because you can only use single syllable. This is what's reminding me of when you're like
that game's fun.
Soft
and
white
we
cube,
bought
ice.
We bought
ice is hard.
That's also
and it's not really white.
That's true. I would be bad at this game.
You would be.
The funny thing is
clear.
that I've had in Poetry for Neanderthals, I've had people, it seems the more education you have, the worse you are at the game. So I have a Juris Doctorate degree, and I played with my brother's girlfriend. Who is a
Like I'm like
veterinarian.
terrible because I have.
And
this-
we were horrible at it.
I know that
I'm no good at
Salt
this
Lake
game
Cube
because
is
of my
a
high
marshmallow
education.
No, I'm
and
serious.
I mean,
a
Our
glob
brains work different. The way our brains were working, that the
Oh.
people overall, I played with dozens of people at this point, and overall,
what are you
the
like a
people
high school graduate? You'll kick my
with
butt at this
bachelors
game.
or lower did better than the people
Oh
with
my
advanced
God.
degrees.
If you
Advanced
got your
degrees
GED,
do horrible.
oh
This
my
isn't
God,
something you want to talk about.
Genius.
Yeah, yeah.
They are horrible
Conversation
at
is over.
processing this game.
You
It makes
lost
me
half the
God, Katie.
audience.
You
Half
just
the audience.
You just steamrolled half the audience. More than that, because you
No,
have to
I'm
be.
saying they would be better at
80%
the
of
game.
the audience.
I'm
Yeah.
giving
have
them a
no
compliment.
Connection
Oh,
to
you're
you.
not. It's a backhanded compliment because you're like, I'm so smart, and the rest of the
No,
idiot world
That's
that
what I'm
doesn't have
saying.
this
The
degree.
education has nothing to do with smart. I have maintained this since I was an undergrad. I had a
No,
professor.
That's what you just. That what you just said. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had a
You're
professor
dumb.
who said, I'm
Yeah.
No
smart,
one's
and he
listening.
listed off his degrees. I said,
No,
no, you
no.
are educated. That doesn't mean you're smart. I said people who have more education. So people with more formal education do horrible at the
Well,
game.
This is a lawyer coming
Hey,
out. Yeah.
when
Yeah.
do we do the cork pop thing? I'm
We
thirsty.
got cork pop
I think it's
yet?
time. McNew's already on break. She's
Fuck, this is
McNew's-
the longest show ever.
Oh, I had to pour like 2 extras in this time.
McNew's
I
on
wasn't
break,
waiting
so-
around.
3 drinks.
okay. Okay. All right. It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with
Darren.
Kathy because she's so anxious. Go ahead,
Oh,
Kathy.
I thought we would go with Old Man Bay because
No, we're going with Kathy.
this is
You're slowing down the show. Okay.
I've had 3 drinks of this during the preamble.
Not much there. The 3 drinks sucked most of the life out of that cork. All right. Old Man Bay, you're next.
I am having Stumpy's Old Monroe, the banana.
He's in
Foster's.
repeats at this point. He's in repeats.
No, banana
That was-
Foster.
Oh my
Banana
god.
Foster.
It's a
Oh,
good.
we're
It's a
gonna
good
go
pour.
rob him because nobody else has one of those.
The dog barked over it. That was a beautiful cork pop, but the dog barked over you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
he gets all the bonus points. Like Kathy's
I'm
dog
also
just totally
pro
railroaded
robbing
that.
him. I don't know
totally.
anybody else that still has a bananas Foster. Who else has one? Nobody.
No,
Old
nobody.
Man Bay has one.
Old Man Bay. See
I
Old
tried
Man
to
Bay.
mute him. I tried to mute all the dogs. I apologize.
With her face, she went.
Yeah, with your face, you should have muted on your microphone. Not turn around and give the dog the stink eye. The dogs don't care about a stink eye. Yeah,
They forgot.
yeah. I gave them a pretty aggressive stink eye, and they still barked. I don't understand. Well, they're fucking dogs. They don't understand your stink eye.
No, my pit cares about that. If you look disappointed, he will stop what he's doing. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
You know, Oakley's the only one that does that.
The
The rest of
golden doesn't give a fuck. The golden's like, "What you got for me, bro? Like you got treatment?
Mhm.
I'll listen."
No,
Otherwise,
the
no.
husky and the mastiff are like, ma'am, we're going
Who's
to come
next?
to your house. They don't care.
Old Man Bay should have the lead, but Kathy's dogs canceled them out, so it means Kathy still has the
Oh my
lead.
God.
Amazingly, it worked out well for Kathy, but Katie, you're next.
It's like I orchestrated the whole thing.
All right, Katie. Can you do this or not, Katie?
Yeah, I'm just so happy we saved this show for the last. It's so appropriate.
Yeah, it's appropriate, right? Yeah.
Okay, so to go, I have some Wiggly Bridge. This is Danny's last pick.
Oh,
One of the best should be stories about popcorn that don't exist.
Hey, take a time out. Don't pull the cork yet, because I've got a quick story. Pam Hoyle says she listens to the Bourbon Daily in the shower. She's going to be awful pruned up when she shows up at the shower today. When this one drops, this is a long ass show. That's a long show.
cork
Dave's
pop.
going to call me and be like, "God damn, our hot water bill was up because of this long ass shows. You got to
She's
stop
gonna
it."
tell
You're
you the
killing
F word because she's a cusser.
Yeah. Pam will be all, we'll know the day this one drops when she shows up all pruned up. And
It's funny because it's such a perfect show for a shower. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
No,
It
it's
is.
totally blowing
I
up.
know, right?
She's sitting there shivering. It's cold water. But
Yeah, the cold water's now coming out. The hot water heater's empty. Yeah.
I actually got a shower speaker, like a Bluetooth one that connected to my phone so I could listen to podcasts in the shower. It's
Yeah, in the
fucking
shower.
great.
It's
mine has a
streamlined.
microphone too, so I can answer phone calls in the shower. It's great.
Oh, no, I'm
my
not
God.
doing all that. Don't fucking call
I
me.
answer
while I'm
juvenile
showering.
calls. I'm like,
Okay.
if you're calling before 8 a.m., I will answer in the shower. That's the
Alright.
dedication
Really
here.
not?
Who stays in the shower long enough to be able to have a speaker, listen to a podcast?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we're at 30 plus minute shower. As long as my hot
Oh
water's
my
lasting, I'm in the
gosh.
shower.
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but at least I like to finish cold though. Like I gotta I feel like that's good for you. I got
Royce
all that.
Neely took a 4-hour shower just last week. That's got to be the American record. 100%. That is the American record. No, name someone who's taken a longer shower than 4 hours. Not even Pam Hoyle's going to break that record.
Why?
Fuck, that's going to stand a
Royce
long
Neely
time.
doing in the shower for 4 hours.
Showering.
Was he
He was doing
napping
showering
with them?
things.
I don't
Why
think
did
Becca
he
even
take a
wants to
4-hour
know.
shower?
Well, he's got the waterless. He's got the tank that just instantly.
Oh, the
so he does-
tankless water heater.
The tankless water heater, which works out where you can take a 4-hour shower if you so desire. So he
This
did it.
wasn't like passed out in the
He's-
corner with
He
towels.
set the
This was
record. He said it doesn't matter if he was passed out. He was in that shower for 4 hours.
I'm really
That's
curious
matters.
what their electric bill is going to be like.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, it is what it is. He's just gonna have to live with it. Yeah, go ahead, Katie. You can pop your
Okay.
Oh my God, you haven't even.
Oh.
the American record, and then you just slowed it down again by talking. Go ahead. Okay, that
That
was
was really good.
really good. That's gonna be
No
our
one
lead.
remembers the other.
No.
So you're in
we
the
all
lead.
forgot what the other.
No, because your dog barked.
what?
Right.
Yeah. Old Man Bay would have the lead right now, but Kathy took that.
Still
out.
a little salty about it. Just,
Yeah.
just a little
I would be
bit.
too. I would be too. He had a perfect cork pop. Only,
Brr.
muted out by
Yeah.
the dogs. All right, Darren, you're next.
I got Better Than a Bear Hug, Boxing Bear.
Okay, boxing bear. No,
Nothing.
nothing really. All right, McNew.
I
Probably
don't
should
think
try it
Darren
a
has.
little harder on
I don't
wrapping
think.
that bottle.
Yeah, I don't think he's had a cork
We're
pop from
listening to
any
McNew.
of
He
them.
needs to get when he comes officially on day one. I'll give him a microphone, so he needs some help on the mic for sure.
Y'all really know.
The introduction is director of operations.
So
Katie just talked over your
Stop
introduction.
of the
Oh,
night.
for a quick stop? Yeah, I did.
Stop.
There.
You won.
Nobody yet. I'm still going. I've got Spirit Alley here for. I mean, Katie's got the lead. I'm not going to beat it. But I get to take my turn at least. Okay.
Oh my God, that's the winner. That was
Oh, that was
so
not
incredible.
That sounded worse than Grandma's dentures.
Katie wins. Cheers, gang.
Sounds like somebody pulled out the butt plug. Cheers.
Oh my God, that's so perfect.
You stop. You stop.
Jesus Christ.
Pam Hoyle just fell down in the shower because of you.
Yeah, you're
She heard that. She fell down.
for it now.
Oh,
God.
We have to be
Name a
careful
single
about our
barrel
topics
pick
now
that.
because we know Pam's in the shower. We don't want her to
we
fall
don't want
down.
to break her hips.
Yeah, you say
No,
something like that.
Okay. Is the single barrel pick just butt plug or pull out the butt plug?
Pull out the butt plug will be next to our grandma's dentures pick soon.
No,
soon.
There should be two. There should be the butt plug pick and the pulled out butt plug.
So I am
Yes,
coming.
yes.
I
It's a-
am. I am
we're
on
now
a
a
barrel
specialty
pick
store.
coming up, and I'm gonna vote for no, because I won't remember this.
We're going to earn 5 bottle collections.
Why lie to
more
herself?
than 187,000.
Cheers, gang.
Oh my God.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about crazy things we said while we're drunk. We've heard a lot of crazy things tonight. Maybe that we've already had the show. I don't know. We'll see what we can do after the break. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hello, this is Brian Nation of Keeper's Heart Whiskey. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about drunk quotes from us.
Yeah, I just replay the show, the beginning of the show, and there you go, folks. There's plenty there. There's no doubt there's plenty there. Yeah. Or go back and listen to the Behold show from Whistlepig, and you can hear some crazy drunken Kathy's best show ever.
Classic.
Ever. That was a good one.
It took me a while. It took me many years.
It did.
I finally got the best show ever.
Did you, question for you on that one, Kathy, did you go back and listen to it? I mean, you lived it.
I had to go back and listen to it because I remembered nothing.
Oh, God.
And I even said that in the show, and you took offense to that in the show. You were like,
I know, right?
Right, yeah.
That's
Thank
you the charm of my personality.
Yeah, it's very supportive. Yeah.
Here's the thing, like Kathy's such a trooper because you're like, McNew, you said whatever last night. I'm like, that was drunk me. That's a different person than sober me. That's none of my business.
Yeah.
I do not.
That's none of your business.
Nose. That is none of my business.
Yeah. So as we get on this topic, there was no better than our friend, Danny. Danny was the best when it came to saying things when he was drunk that were based in truth.
He had his
Freddie
own.
Mills.
He was Freddie Mills.
He was Freddie Mills.
No one else has their own.
Yeah, a second persona. I mean,
superpower.
Yeah. I mean, that time he came up with that recipe when he was something he had never made.
Oh my God!
The entire recipe he never made. Not once. Never made it one time. That's the perfect example of crazy things you say when you're drunk.
Yeah.
And they hadn't had Nutella in the house for decades.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Not a thing anymore. What?
When his kids were babies, he had it, and then she's like, they're grown. Your youngest child's like 21 at the time, and
no one ever had the Nutella popcorn in the house.
No, he wasn't tarping the couch.
But it was absolutely delicious.
Oh yeah, Jim made it.
Jim made it.
Oh, good.
Adina made it.
She made
Adina did
a cocktail. No, Jim made it at. We had a service for Danny at the shop. I don't know if you may have done that, Kathy, or not. But yes, he actually made the popcorn recipe for Danny's friends and family that came to that,
it was very good.
Yeah, it was good.
Danny was really on something there.
Drunk Danny had a whole cookbook in front of him. I feel like we were going to work on that, but yeah.
The confidence just in which he told the story.
I know.
Yes.
Dude, there's nothing in there. If you listen to that show, there's nothing in there that would indicate he's making this up right now. You just assume it's something he did on the regular, but no.
No.
And also, like Kathy didn't remember.
Fact-checking later was possibly just as good as a story, though, when she was like, no. Just all of it, no.
So that's you guys have anything in your past where you just said something that is crazy, doesn't make any sense?
Every trivia night I go to. So you get a trivia team.
Yes.
And I have a goal of selling the wrong answer.
So you say it too loud, hoping this table next to you will pick up on it?
My table is going to sell this answer because I told them it was correct with the information I gave them, which was incorrect.
And you knew it.
I just love to sell false
You trying to
facts.
railroad your own team or other teams?
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely.
Note to self, don't take KK on a
Yeah, don't take
night.
KK on the, yeah.
I've got trivia tomorrow night. You're not
You
going
want
to
me
be there.
on your
Invite
team?
her.
Oh, yeah, don't call KK. Yeah.
Don't.
I'm
just
available.
Don't show up in Troy tomorrow. Don't come to
Don't
Lincoln
be in
County. You're
Troy.
fine.
So you just want to win.
Well,
But-
no. So actually, I'm horrible at trivia, and my brother won't play with me anymore because we were at a trivia night and we had a disagreement about the answer, and I was confident that I was right. being
I
the older
know,
sibling.
that's the best.
So I wrote down my answer, and then they were announcing the answer. She's like, "Oh yeah, we got that one," and I was like, "Ooh."
I changed
I
it.
was like,
Sorry.
"No, you didn't." He's like, "I told you what the answer was." I was like, "Yeah, but you didn't sound that confident as you do now." I was like, "You just kind of stated it." I was like, "It sounded like we were equal terms. You didn't sound super confident."
Yeah.
So I
What
wrote down
is
my
my-
answer.
So
And he-
you're a lawyer, Katie. What is he?
A liquor salesman.
Well, see? Yeah.
So
Tomato.
They're all the same, really.
One
Yeah.
job's actually important.
Yeah, the liquor salesman.
Liquor sales, yeah. That's right. They're essential. It's essential. So, yeah, we got to have that. Mhm. Anything else? Anything else?
My phrase that I have actually technically, well, I was in New York, but actually it was from taking edibles. It wasn't technically drunk, but it's my phrase that has stuck. We were sitting there out on the rooftop in Brooklyn, and the Mike Tyson gummy had kicked in, and I suddenly go, "Why is it skydiving and not skydoving?"
Mhm.
And I went down a grammar spiral of skydoving and skydelving and equitably skydividing. And so now any of my friend group that was there can just text me and be like, skydoving. So like at any time, whether anything I'm doing silly or drunk or anything, they're like, you skydoving? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Go ahead, McNew.
No, so mine was, it's the polite thing to do. The first time Steve ever met me in person in New Orleans, I was drunk as fuck. I said, brush my teeth. I have to brush my teeth before I can go to bed. I'm a dental assistant. You got to brush my teeth before I go to bed. I couldn't do it. I said, it's the polite thing to do. It became a fucking button. It became a phrase for a while. I feel like I've all forgotten it so long ago. It's been 5
So we're all
years.
staying at the same house, and McNew's there. She's drunk, and she can't even make it into her bed. And she's like, someone's gonna have to brush my teeth for me. And I said, I'm not brushing your teeth. And everyone else, no one wanted to brush your teeth. No one wanted. We were like,
Why would you not? I would brush your teeth. I would brush any
brush your teeth
on the couch. On the couch.
If they are drunk and want to brush their teeth, I will bring over a bucket and water, and we will find a way to brush your teeth.
I'm literally a hot mess. And they dragged my ass home, and I'm like, you have to brush my teeth. It's the first time they met me in person.
Yeah, I remember hearing the screams as I went back to my bedroom. You don't do this to me. It's not right. It's not the polite thing to do. And I
because
closed
you
my door.
didn't brush your teeth?
I closed my door and turned on the fan, and it drowned out her screams, and she somehow fell asleep. Yeah. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. There was a glass coffee table. We had to put that away because she couldn't make it into her room. And then she's in the living room. There's a glass cup. We'd like, she'll let it break in this fucking thing. So we had to move that. And no one brushed her teeth. We said we'd bring her the stuff where she could brush her own, or we'd help her to the bathroom. She could brush her teeth. She refused. I'm not doing that. Someone needs to brush them for me.
Oh, McNew, I will brush your teeth.
I feel like Kathy and I would get that job done. But
Don't enable her. Don't do it.
No, we
Don't
got
do it.
that. We got your
like
your
one's gonna get the
teeth are
toothbrush,
brushed.
one's gonna get a bucket and a pitcher of water. Like we got it.
Okay.
So you're going to waterboard her?
These 5 years.
Yeah.
These 5 years in the working, and that is like my drunkest time where I've been an asshole. Where I'm like, you have to do this thing for me, and they refuse.
This
You
is
refuse.
what's so
You refuse.
precious. She's like, I'm so drunk.
It's a
I'm
polite thing.
I was
vomiting
probably an
everywhere.
asshole.
Someone
Probably.
must brush my
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So vomit like vomit takes out your teeth. You
No,
need-
I didn't
Yeah, I
vomit.
get that
though.
acid off
I
your
just,
vomit.
I just was in this place where I can't go to bed unless I take out my contacts and brush my teeth. That's my nightly
That's
routine.
good.
No matter how drunk I get, I do those two things.
You
And I
did
was
that
at
night.
Airbnb, and I was like, "You have to
Not every
help me
night.
do these things so I can sleep well," and they were not
So
doing.
I can
them.
sleep well. That's what I was. That's what I cared about.
She slept horribly, like Princess and the Pea, because you didn't brush your fucking teeth.
I didn't brush her teeth. I refused.
No.
So I also got one. Now McNew was kind of part of this. I don't know whether she remembers it or not. This was the next year in New Orleans. Same thing. We rented a house and more people there. So even a bigger house with more people. And we all got drunk. I mean, annihilated. And for some reason, and I had the podcasting equipment, I pull it out. We decided what would be a good idea for a new show was a show called Taint Talk, where you just talk about taints.
Comments.
Yeah, you have taint health, question and answers. It's all out there. You're throwing it. You're helping people with their taint health.
Your
And
taint?
I'm sorry. Are you saying
Taint.
Talk with Phil.
Taint.
First he said
Taint.
tit,
Came
but he
up
said
with it.
taint.
Yes.
Taint.
Your taint.
Taint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what the
It taints
hell?
your pussy and it taints your.
It's the middle
Wow.
part. Yeah.
It's a
That was
taint. Yeah.
Talk with Phil Collins.
Yeah, we recorded the show and we just thought this is going to be the greatest, funniest thing. I had to can that thing quick. That didn't make the air. That was the dumbest fucking idea.
you
It
still
doesn't
have
work on
it?
any level. And
Do
I
you-
listened to it. It's drunken people who think they're being funny, just as stupid as it could be. That's what it was.
That might be this show.
Do you still have it?
Which is nothing like this show
I
right
still
now.
have taint talk.
This is
of
still a
course.
show.
Oh, I want
What
to
a-
listen to it.
Oh yeah, if Jim Fosnett runs for president one day, I'll release that. So it'll his career.
That's so mean.
Put that shit up on YouTube. I better.
That was like
yeah.
a Phil
You'll be
Collins
monetizing.
idea, and he's so embarrassed by it now. Like Phil will never admit to this, but that was a Phil Collins idea.
Phil was the lead host on that one. So of all people, Phil.
We sat at
Phil
that table drunk as fuck. There were so many bottles on that table. We were all drunk as hell, just talking about TikTok. I don't even know where it went. I don't even know where that conversation ended, but it was
I'll tell you what. Phil
fun time.
Collins, he knows a lot about taints. I'll give him that. He's
Oh my
a bit of a
god.
taint
Colin
expert.
knows a lot
I'm
about a
gonna
lot
get
of
Phil
things.
Collins to talk about taints.
He
knows a
fucking
lot
knows a lot
about
about taints.
You
He
could give
knows
him
his
a
taint.
topic of literally anything in the world, and he
That's
would
true.
find something that he already knows to talk
He
about
really-
it.
Yeah.
He
So
knows
this is the thing about Phil Collins. He doesn't want to talk about taints, but I'm gonna make him talk about taints.
Apparently get him real drunk as the answer. Also, where is he? I haven't podcasted with him in forever.
He's actually set for Sunday night. So if you want to join us Sunday, you can, and
I
he'll be
can.
on there. Join us Sunday. Join
Sunday.
us Sunday.
He's on
Demetrius is on. He's probably not going to show up, so we're going to be short one
He's
person.
not showing
So
up.
that's why Demetrius and I got split up. I'm on Fridays, he's on Sundays. That's why we don't ever get
Demetrius is not showing up.
No,
I
everybody-
have
together.
They're so busy on Fridays. I can't show up for McNew. Rude. Really rude.
I have proof.
So rude. So rude.
We're
On that note, Pam's just begging for us to stop at this point. She's shivering, lying down in the corner of the shower, shivering cold. Though she's
Anyone missing?
college-
Anyone have any top words that they've had while drunk
Yeah.
that they didn't get to mention?
Yeah.
I mean, there's many. What comes to my head is it won't hurt that badly, and then I proceeded to jump off the story banister onto my friend on the couch.
Oh,
Wait, it
man.
won't hurt him that badly, and then I just
Oh
went.
my
boom,
God.
I
And
appreciate
broke
this
his
poor
arm.
grammar too.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so I do have to say my favorite person who acts like they have their shit together but actually gets really drunk is Ryan Thompson. So Ryan is like, like Ryan is always like so professional,
That's true.
so nice. Ryan fucking gets lit by show 3.
He's going to be on Sunday too. So there you
I'm
go.
like,
Oh,
"Are you
shit.
good? Are you okay?" And he's like, "I'm fucking great." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"You're not."
Yeah.
He's
He'll be on Sunday.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Super positive. Yeah.
I
Super
almost
together.
brought 10th Mountain to this
Super
topic.
positive.
This is
It
his
was
shit
like-
halfway
like-
through, and I fucking love it.
It's true. It's true. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up. Pam, bad news. You did not break Royce Neely's record. It's still intact. Well, this show's it's long, but it's not 4 hours. So, yeah. All right, Darren, where can people find you?
You
It's
can
not
find me
over
on
yet.
Instagram at
We
The
may get
Bourbon
there.
Adventures.
The Bourbon Adventures, folks. Check it out. Old Man Bay.
Actually going adventuring nowadays.
He's actually doing some stuff.
There's director of operations.
All social medias at Old Man Bay Science.
Kathy. Oh my God!
She's on Instagram.
Let's-
At
Oh my God! Did you hear that? She's throwing up now.
You can find Kathy over on Instagram at KK Cask Strength.
She's holding her mouth and her face is turning redder. Okay.
Kathy,
Is that embarrassment or what's going
She's
on?
got
there?
the
Breathe.
hiccups.
You're all good.
Breathe. We
Hold
gotta
her
make sure.
breath through the hiccups.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right, Katie.
You can find me filling in for Kathy when she has the hiccups. And,
And the snorts.
oh my God. And
What's
planning
happening
out
here?
planning out my ambush for Sunday.
My life choices are bad. This is.
Yes. And helping Steve question his life choices. And also over on Instagram at Katie Proof. I'm not sure I should have even mentioned my name.
Right.
Like, don't find me anywhere, okay? Forget I exist anywhere in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, McNew, how about you?
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV. And if you want to know how Mercury and Microwave goes for you, hit me up. I got you, babes.
Gatorade?
Gatorade. All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us at the ABV Barrel Shop. We'd love that. You can taste some whiskey. You can check out our barrel picks. Buy something if you like. We are at abvbarrelshop.com on the internet. Look it up. We've got our classes out there. You can sign up for email and distribution, all that, abvbarrelshop.com. Hey, McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
Yes, I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right. On that note, Pam can turn off the shower, dry off, and come up to the ABV Barrel Shop. We'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. New show tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
And goodbye.
And scene.
Oh.
Peace.
And cut.
Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with the national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.